Hi guys. Okay, so I think this is going, so I'm gonna go live. I think there's a big delay, so excuse if you just see me like sniffing and scratching my nose and stuff. But I am finally in the place where I can update my spotlight, which is really freaking crazy to say because it's been a real long time coming. And yeah, as you can maybe see just now, I have my my spotlight open here, so probably you could see my Instagram and all my craziness on my desktop before that, which is hilarious. But yeah, this is my spotlight, so I'm gonna go ahead and run you guys through it, to be honest. Before anything, usually this is the landing page that you
never cried because you were too terrified of everything to let yourself be.
But yes, this is my spotlight currently as it is, and I will take you guys through what edits I am going to be making, LMAO, because there's a lot that needs to be done. I'll start from the top. My name is obviously Julianne Restall, and over here I always like to put in my bio what I've got next up. Actually, this is technically out of date because I was a director on this project in June, and it's gotten picked up since, so I guess it is technically my next up again, but I haven't actually updated it since the last time it got shown, the play I was directing. Anyways, so the description I feel quite confident with. I am a multidisciplinary theatre maker and performer originally from Malta, that's me. I'm interested in new work that centres around storytelling, truth and playfulness. Rhythm, music, movement are also central to the work I make, and I love devised ensemble processes. This is all, cute. I say multidisciplinary twice, so I can definitely edit that out. And then what I like to do is, if I get any reviews or anything like that, I will be popping them over here for now. The reviews I have are from a fringe run I did when I was 19 years old. I'm 26 now, so I've not got any reviews under my belt from a professional standpoint, and yeah, neither for the directing thing that I did because it didn't get reviewed because it was in Malta. But I do say that I have other reels available on request, which is true. I have a YouTube page over on YouTube, which has all my physical theatre stuff, my devised ensemble theatre reel, my grotesque movement reel, because I'm a mover and a shaker. But I am doing this to show you what my spotlight is going to look like and what I'm going to market myself as on Spotlight, which is an actor. I think Spotlight isn't really great for devising an ensemble theatre work, so I'm going to use the tool as it's meant to be used, essentially. So whilst this is true, I think it's not going to be what I put forward anymore. I think I'm just going to say like the basic. I'm I'm a theatre and screen performer. I have acted with under the direction of Kirsten Stewart. Just the big showy title stuff. So I will probably edit this in my own time because you guys will be here for a very long time. If I decide to edit this bio just now. But I will be keeping my other reels available on request section, my next up, and I will also say to you guys, always, if you have any reviews, pop them in here, because what the bio is meant to do is what I've heard from casting directors whilst talking on the podcast, on the Getcast podcast, if you don't know about it or follow it. What's it called? They all say that the bio is kind of where you handle any objections the casting director has. So if you go on to, for example, a website that you want to buy, I don't know, hair clips from, for example, what you really want to do is go onto somewhere like Trustpilot, which is a really trusted site, and see what that website's rating is. And what you're kind of trying to do in your bio is handle any objections, like any doubts or any fears a casting director might have straight from the get-go. So like if you have 5-star reviews or whatever, you've already handled the fact that they might doubt that you're accredited, or I don't know, if someone really loves the Scotsman and they see a 5-star review from the Scotsman, they're going to instantly believe more what you can do, and what you're presenting from the get-go. What the other thing it's trying to do is confirming what it says on the tin. So if you have any hard skills like I drive a car and stuff, that's all going to be covered in your skills section. So those things, and where you're like, I don't know, base and stuff, that you do not put that in your bio description, because you will essentially have that all outlined on your location, work permits, and everything underneath your headshot. So here we're just like trying to handle any objections that the casting director has. I know I've said that 3 times, but basically you're trying to settle any fears that they have going into you. So if you have 5-star reviews, as I said, or if, for example, you've worked with some really like known person, it will come up over here, but maybe if it was quite a while ago or whatever it was, pop that in there. The other thing, I would also say, last thing about the bio section, I like to just give a line, like a 10 word sentence about like what I'm about. I really love device ensemble processes, and as I'm an artist with a background in videography, blah blah blah. So that's kind of like extra pizzazz that like is the essence of me, and what like might draw me away from the usual crowd, in a good way. Perfect. So my headshots, this is the first thing I'm going to update with you guys. So these are yellow belly headshots that I had done in February 2024, I believe. I still feel like I look like the same person, but really and truly, if casting directors see something fresh, something new on there, that's exciting. So I believe, even though I look more or less the same, it's good to refresh, and again, anything that you can do to stray away from the normal crowd that they see, which you will be included in after a while, because obviously if they see the same headshots, the same thing, it's gonna not enthuse them, it's just going to blend into the background. So I want to stick out, so I will be hiding these just now. Shall I hide? No, I have them saved, so I will delete these. It's like chopping off your hair. Like it's really I don't know, sacred in a sense. So I'm going to add photos. Obviously I have to leave that headshot up just for now. So I am going to add my performance reels here. And I have headshots here, so I will be adding all of these. Oh, can I not add multiple at one time? No, I can't. Okay, so I will be uploading them one by one, which is fine. I'm fine with it. And what I will say, this is going to be my hero headshot, my hero image, which is essentially just the image you want to present first. The hero image is I call it the hero image. I don't know if anyone else calls it that, but what you really want here is for it to be as tight to the face as possible. Obviously I have a nice hand in there, so I want to show that off, but essentially these hero images, whenever you apply or are submitted for a role, are tiny for the casting director in their submission list, because they'll have like lots of submissions, especially now with the volume being so high of what's it called, of submissions, because everyone wants a job and there are not enough jobs going around. We all know this. So I really want them to see my face, my mug. So that's looking great. That's quite like obvious, and I should show up quite well when it's a teeny tiny icon. So she's an icon. Are you sure? Please make sure you're happy with changes. Yes, continue. Photographer name, it's Acta, that I took my headshots with. and this is my main headshot now. Woohoo! Because I think it looks like me. Yeah, I had good headshots. I enjoyed the headshots I received from Acta. I recommend headshots. I think the guy I had was a bit like, I don't know, it was very rushed because it just felt, I don't know, there's a lot to do in an hour, I guess, guys. Headshots are a really tricky thing, but I am happy and pleased with the outcome, so I guess I would recommend the Acta as a place to get your... Why can't I delete it? What did it say? Why can't I delete it? You cannot delete this photo. This used to be your main headshot. Once your main headshot is approved by our team, you'll be able to... Okay. So Spotlight doesn't want to approve it just yet, so I will just go ahead and do these anyways. But yes, I just want these a bit tighter to the face, so I'm gonna do that right now. Yes, guys, in the comments, if anyone's there, tell me if you are booking any new headshots, any new reels, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, my Spotlight really needs a rehaul. I'm so interested to know where everyone's at. I think it's for me because, you know, I've been planning this for a long time, so I basically kicked myself in the bum, and I was like, yeah, things need to kind of shift, change, and whatever, because I'm not getting seen for many roles and all this. Or not that I wasn't getting seen for many roles, I'm just not getting seen for the roles that I wanted to, and like, I'm also in the process of like seeing where life is taking me and like maybe not being in the UK full time, so I am looking for representation now. I wasn't before, and before I looked for representation, I was like, I really want to get my Spotlight in order. So if you guys are kind of in the same boat where you're either looking for rep or just really sick and tired of the old Spotlight, let me know, because I'm really curious to know if you have anything in the diary booked. Like, do you have your headshots booked already, or do you have any reels coming up that you're really excited for? Yeah, just let me know, because I'm interested. I'm just gonna check if anyone's actually... Oh my god, hi guys, hi Emma, hi Solomon, hi Shah, hi Patrick, is that you? Hope you're well, haven't seen you in ages. Val, hi, and KD, Andre as well, hi friend. Are you in Malta or are you in UK? Let me know. And hope to see some of you guys at Fringe as well. I will be there 17th to the 24th with Arts Council Malta and 20 Maltese beautiful artist babies, because they are scouting the Edinburgh Fringe. Well, we are scouting the Edinburgh Fringe to, you know, see the lay of the land, because yeah, there may or may not be looking at doing a showcase or not a showcase or something of that ilk, but there are lots of Maltese artists going to see the Fringe this year, which is really fun. So if you have previews and you want bums on seats, let me know. Because yeah, we'll be there. Also, if you are in the UK and really want something great to watch at the Fringe, highly recommend Magnus Coffin Key at Summer Hall. It's a trials, I think it is the Trials of Magnus Coffin Key. It's a 10:30 a.m. show or 10 a.m. show, I think. Yeah, I'd highly recommend that. I'm going to keep on uploading these because it has to be one by one. So, my gosh, these are really far out, dude. Yeah, so I'm just cropping them in so that I am in the center. Also, there's a huge delay, which is hilarious. So I have no idea what you guys are actually seeing of me. Yeah. Also, tell me, guys, if you have anything this morning or this week that you're really looking forward to in your performance, like, career, for, like, if you have any rehearsals or anything exciting's happening. I just got the news that my production has been picked up again, the one I directed in Malta. So that's super duper exciting. I got that news last night, and I'm really excited to, you know, hit the go button with that, because there's a lot to do. We're actually transferring it. It was an outdoor performance, and now it's going to... Sorry, it was an indoor performance, and now it's going to be outdoor. So we have to maybe look at miking the actresses and stuff. My God. But for Maltese friends that did not or people coming to Malta that did not manage to see the show I directed, it's very rude and very naughty because it's like women playing 10-year-old boys, and they swear a lot. 10-year-old boys swear a lot. Yeah, let me know if you would like to come and watch, because it's going to be a part of a well-known student festival in Malta called Campus Saif. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say that, because I don't know if they've announced the lineup yet, but oh well. It's all fun. This is my favorite headshot because I think this is actually how I look day to day. So I think the hero headshot I've shown just shows my face, like, in essence, without any, like, what's it called, glasses or whatever. Also, I did not wear a jot of makeup. Well, I don't wear makeup in my actual life, so I was like, it's useless for me to wear makeup in my headshot session as well. So I didn't do that. And I'm going to hide this headshot if Spotlight allows me. Spotlight, please allow me. They allowed me. That's great, because I don't really want it there anymore. I think I look really young in that headshot, like a little girl. So now, this always bogs me down, but I'm going to make quick decisions. Basically, the order of headshots always freaking confuses me. So really and truly, I don't want more than 3, maybe 4 headshots. 4 headshots maximum, including my hero one. So it will be the hero one and then 3 headshots in it to show up on the actual profile. So I think what I will go for is this one as my hero, very happy with that. This one as my second, I'm very happy with that because it shows like a bit younger, a bit more like coming of age, and like this white shirt that I wore as well for my singing reels, so that as one of these things, as I was mentioning before, that affirms the thing I'm marketing myself as. So it's objection handling in a sense, like they can see that character that I'm trying to present, which for me I think as spring awakening, a bit of Little Women, a little bit young and naive, but like coming of age. So I'm showing that immediately in my headshots, that I've got that in my Rolodex, because I am young, and then they can see my height. I'm 4'11", so I'm petite as well, and I think I look a little bit petite. You can maybe tell, maybe not, I don't know. But then I affirm it in my reels, so you can actually see that character come out in my singing reels. Not so much in my acting reels, I have to disclaim, but the reason for that is because I wanted to show a completely different flavor in my acting reels. But that kind of matches some of my other shots. So I'm going to hide this one, because I think we have strong and confident here. This is like a bit Enola Holmes, a bit period, but like beyond her years. Like she's a feminist, or not a feminist, but like she is a trailblazer. She's a trailblazer. Let's put her there. So I'm gonna hide that one, and I will use that one whenever I see a submission profile that fits that. I also think we have like a sense of this in here. We don't need this one, so I'm going to hide that one as well. This one I quite like because it's a bit like hard edge. But the problem I have with it is that we have 2 leather jackets here. So in terms of what I am going to show, I think I will put this one last, because I think this is actually like me and I quite like it. So I think maybe what I'll do is put this one second. No, this one I really wanted second, essentially. So I think I'm just going to have to stuff it and deal with the fact that I have 2 leather jackets next to each other, but they are quite different vibes. Like that's quite moody. I'm thinking of putting that as my if, for example, something like Young Team or Skins or one of those like TV shows that are a bit like young teenage hard edge roles. Something like that would suit, because I have like sunglasses on my head, leather jacket, blah blah blah. But this leather jacket is kind of like girl next door, because I've got the scarf, and that's actually like the outfit I really love to wear. It's my favorite outfit that I wear pretty much weekly. So yeah, these are going to be the 4 that I select. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 to actually appear on my profile. Here we go. Do I just return to profile? Is that how that works? Oh my god, there she is. Yes, so essentially this is what comes up. That's my hero headshot. That's my wistful, she's a coming of age period. That's my hard edge, and that's me. That is literally Julianne, glasses included. Fab. Okay, so that's me. Those are my headshots. Now my reels, this is the bulk and what I think people should come for, but I don't know what they actually came for. Maybe they're just nosy. Hi friends. How do I edit my reels? Like that. Perfect. So yeah, Spotlight changes literally daily, so I never know where anything is. I have up to 20 minutes of video, so I will utilize that. Now, I'm gonna break this down really quickly. As you can see, before what I did was a nice, what's it called? Calling card, like the first, is it called a card? Yeah, a card to say like timestamps where you can find 3 monologues or scenes that I had in my acting reel. Then I have like a pop belt song, a character song, a mezzo song in my singing reel. So I had a reel that consisted of different reels technically. I had a show reel with like little clips of different reels, and I had a card that said like skip to 004 if you want to see my dramatic American or whatever. I'm not doing that anymore because it's really mixed, to be honest. When I was talking to agents and casting directors, it's very mixed on like whether they want a show reel that's like 3 minutes max and you can like put 1 minute clips of different things over there, or if they just need to see everything labeled separately, so they want separate things. I am deciding, and this is my decision, that I'm keeping my rap reel in my audio because I don't see anything wrong with it. I will upload a little voice sample as well because I have a home studio. My dance reel I just updated. I'm going to keep that as it is because it's a nice 30-second thing that shows that I can move. And again, I told them in my description, in my bio, that I have other movement reels available for different styles and whatever. But I think what casting directors need immediately is just to see that I can move, which hopefully that is shown there. So basically my singing and acting reel, they're done, they're deleted because they're cluttered and outdated. Like I've done so much with my voice and stuff, and I don't think any of those songs actually resonate with what I'm presenting and actually conflict. So like the pop belt song Happiness is a Warm Gun by the Beatles I had done as part of my grad show. So there are 2 things wrong with it. One, it's taped theatre, which casting directors do not want to see. So I have my singing reels nice and made now, which I will show you guys when I'm uploading. But I won't actually like play through it because no way. But I will, leave the link to my Spotlight in my bio on my performer Instagram. This is obviously Stessie, so you won't see it here. But you can have a nosy if you're really, really curious at what my singing voice sounds like. But basically, a pop belt song, it's great, but it should not be at the top of my thing. But it's the only thing that I had to show for that I could, sing. But now, like, I've taken my time, I've built up my repertoire a little bit again with my singing teachers and stuff. So, I thought it was time to just get my reels done, which I, again, really, really, really recommend. I have a character reel, I have like a, legit song, and I have a Mama Who Bore Me, which is kind of folky, belty, but also, again, just really reaffirms my main casting, to be honest with you, which is this like kind of younger, naive, but coming of age character who could also be haunted. I get haunted child a lot. Anyways, so these are going, and yeah, the acting reels same, they're just out of date and disgusting. So yuck, those are going, they're gone, amazing. So I have the dance reel. I don't know why I have 2 of them, what the frick. Let me just save and continue and see if 2 dance reels come up. I don't understand. No, it is the same one. Okay, because they have this new playing feature that I don't know what they're trying to say with it, but anyways. I see, lovely. It's there now. I'm gonna just update that so that goes away, please. So I am going to edit that and upload my new reels, which ding 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 ding. How do I do that? Perfect. click or select. So I'm going to my performance performance reels, sorry. Ding, 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 ding. Performance reels, here we go. So, I'm going to be making a thing on that, lol. But basically, I'm uploading 2 reels, which are contrasting. One is one I filmed myself in my studio, Stacey's studio, in Glasgow. And that I took an excerpt from Prima Facie. I would say Prima Facie, because I'm from Malta. But I think they say Prima Facie, something like that in the UK. I took the, huge Jodie Comer, Susie Miller, beautiful one-woman show, and I took an excerpt from that, and I really wanted to play with this idea of space, because as a director and as a performer as well, space is something that like really concerns me. Concerns me in the sense, not keeps me up at night, but like actually fascinates me, and this is the most exciting thing to watch, is the displacement of space, and how like truncating like a huge place of space or cluttering it and leaving lots of empty space can feed the visual and the narrative of whatever you're putting on stage. So I wanted to play with space, and to do that in a screen monologue is extremely hard. So what I did was I played with cutting between camera angles, which was really fun, because obviously I was playing multiple characters because it's a one-woman show. I would look to one camera to signify me playing the judge or whatever it is. And I really am pleased with how it turned out. If I do say so myself. But what had happened was I went to another monologue reel company down south to get my reel done, and unfortunately, because it is like a huge company, I assume they had to like crack down on certain like things. For example, they don't allow props, which I totally understand, because obviously it becomes a bit difficult to work with people who just bring props, because you take up a lot of time trying to figure out the prop or whatever. But one of the things was that they didn't want it straight down the barrel anymore, because that's something they used to offer, but they didn't offer it anymore. And I was like, oh, because I really wanted to play, like I thought, because I was a paying customer, that I would get to dictate how I do it and stuff, but they didn't want me to do it down the barrel. But my guy was very kind and said, yes, of course, do it down the barrel if you he wanted to run it by his boss, but he was like, nah, I'm not going to run it by my boss anymore, lol. So we tried it, but I was admittedly a touch underprepared on my end, because I could have spent longer with the text. So that was me. But I was also really disappointed with not the quality visually, but there were like some sound things and like some editing things that I just really, like, it disrupted the flow for me. And so I just decided, okay, thanks guys, I'm gonna do it myself. So I spent more time with the text, and I really studied like how I want it to look, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I'm going to title this Dramatic Monologue Prima Facie. So yeah, basically that's one thing going to be uploaded. Fabby. Great. And I'm going to move that up and move up again. And that's save and continue. But before that, I'm actually going to add my second reel, which is a comic reel from the Dutch Courtesan, which I love. This is a monologue that I have had in my Rolodex since maybe I was 14. I don't know. Since I was too young to play it, for sure. But she's like quirky and bubbly, boisterous and blunt. She's a fun, really beyond her time, not even her years, her time, like as a character. Her name is Crispinella. She's the sister of Beatrice, and she is basically telling her off for wanting to kiss a boy. Beatrice is obsessed with kissing boys, and her Freeville or whatever he is, who sends her love letters, and she's disgusted by her appetite for kissing, which is really fun to play, and I really enjoy doing this reel, and I'm going to title it, and it's another thing is I wanted to show off is obviously different flavor to like dramatic pointed lawyer, you know, she's a bit cheeky and stuff, so there is like a bit of crossover there, but this is what I really wanted to show off is the fact this is theatre, like a big eye movements, huge like voice, and also I wanted to show off the fact that I can do iambic pentameter, or well, not iambic, but the Shakespearean language essentially. It's not written by Shakespeare, but it's a John Marston play, but it's the same era, so I wanted to show that I have the vernacular for that, which is fun, and also I can do a received pronunciation kind in the realm of. So those are two things I really wanted to show off. And the most important thing is the first reel I uploaded, the dramatic one, is in my native accent. So they can see that immediately, which I really recommend you guys do as well. So 2 reels, that's all I'm going to be uploading, 2 contrasting monologue reels. I might decide down the line to include a scene there, but I really don't see the point of it when all they need is a flavour of you and what you can do. And I'm going to add more flavours in that affirm the vision that I put in with my headshots and my bio. Monologue. With my singing reels. I'm going to be showing you what's in my singing reels as well. Perfect. So this is another monologue reel. So this is comic monologue. Comic, I'll say Shakespearean, what was that? Yeah, monologue, Dutch courtesan. Is that how you, that's not how you spell Shakespeare, is it? How do I spell Shakespeare? Shakespearean. So that's how I spell that. Okay, I'm just going to do that and then add an N because I cannot be first. Perfect. Okay, so that's uploading now. I'm really curious to see your guys' spotlights, to be honest. So if you are here and watching and want me to have a wee looky look, like if you wouldn't mind me having a nosy, DM me or comment and put a thumbs up or whatever. I don't know, maybe like, is that how this works? I will be friends. If you want me to have a look at yours and like do a swapsy, please DM me or comment and I can see it afterwards, I believe. So yeah, because I'm always interested in like what material people are using and stuff. But yeah, gosh, this is so, you know, it's one of these things that you hype in your head for so long. Like I have been wanting to do this since I changed my spotlight 2 years ago and received the reels that I didn't like. But really and truly, like I wanted to put the foot on the gas since maybe January, February of 26. So I'm really glad that, like, you know, I booked everything in and had the dates in the diary, and now here I am actually uploading my stuff, which funnily enough ended up being, like, obviously it's an expensive quote-unquote mistake to make, to have to pay like 299, 300, something like that quid for reels that you don't like, but it does show you what you don't like, and it also proved to me that I would have paid a bit extra to have it done absolutely properly. So I'm glad that happened and that I learned from that, and will always, yeah, if I'm specifically going in with a vision that I really want, like a clear-cut vision for a monologue or a scene or whatever it is, it's best to kind of direct or lead that project myself. Or yeah, I just feel like if someone comes in with a really clear vision, like people have come into my studio with things that they've written before, and obviously I'm not going to be a director of that because it's their own words that they are saying, so their vision is what's important. I'm just there to click go and like facilitate their vision, which I didn't feel yeah, obviously it's not my text and it's not my words that I used because it's a pre-written play, but that's what I wanted to show off. I feel wasn't I didn't have the chance to actually voice that because it was just so quick paced and like boom boom boom, like you have 4 takes, blah blah blah, here and here, and then like I was just getting nervous and stuttering and blah blah blah, so my fault as well. But yeah, I just had a interesting experience that taught me that if you have a clear vision, you have to execute it yourself. Yeah. Otherwise you'll be disappointed. It's fine. Anyways, hi guys, drop in the comments if you are like here, and if you are what's it called, yeah, thinking of updating your profiles, or if you're not thinking of updating your profile, that's cool as well. Tell me what your favorite headshot of yours is. Is it your hero one, or is it actually another one that you have hidden that you like save for a different character or something? I don't know. Okay, here we go. So we are uploaded. Perfect. I'm going to save that. So I have dramatic monologue from Prima Facie, a comic Shakespeare that is processing that I will put up, and I can't move anything up or down because we're processing. Yes, how many times a day does Spotlight annoy you? Leave in the comments. Yeah. I am so relieved to be doing this, guys. And I really encourage you, if you're bogging yourself down about like, you know, finances or anything like that as well. I've learned that if you really want to do something and get a date in the diary, but finances are your barrier, if you actually ask for a payment plan, or like, hey, I can only afford like 3/4 of it and I can pay the next quarter after we filmed, usually people are fine with that. So make sure to get your accommodations and accessibilities and needs met, essentially, especially if it means 1, peace of mind, but 2, you're putting your best foot forward in your career, because at the end of the day, you know, it's your career. So I have my dramatic monologue, I have my Shakespeare. Beautiful. Can I actually edit the thumbnails? It doesn't look like it. How funny. Okay. How can I not edit the thumbnails? Anyways, so I've got my monologue 1, my dramatic, I've got my comic, I've got my dance reel. Now in between these, I want to sandwich 3. Should I do 3? Maybe I'll do 2. No, I will do 3. I will do 3. Oh, this happened again. Okay, I'm just gonna update. I want to do 3 singing reels, which are Not At All In Love from Pajama Game, which is actually originally sung by Doris Day. Will be shown as video and be deducted from your video allowance, even if it is audio only. If you're uploading an audio clip, no, I'm not uploading an audio clip. How odd! Why did it give me this for this and not for the other? Funny. So let me get this titled. I am titling this Legit Song. Singing reel. Legit Pajama Game. Lovely. And then after this, I also was in touch with an agent who was really, really kind, and I've met a couple of times through these like workshops that you pay for to meet agents and stuff. And he said once I've updated all my material that I can pop him an email and he'll have a little like once over of what you know, what's on there and what needs to maybe be shuffled around, etc. So again, I really encourage you, especially if you have any like agent friends. Actually, I have an agent friend who I'm thinking of, who I recently interviewed, and I will get in touch with her as well to maybe have a once over and see like maybe it's too cluttered, maybe I should hide some things, or maybe I should tabulate it differently, because again, I did decide that I'm going to put everything separately. But yeah, that's just based on what costume directors and stuff have told me, because essentially what they want is like, they want to come onto your profile and they want to see it laid out for them. They need, if they're casting for a comic role, they need that comic Shakespearean, they need that comic character song. Okay, done. Or if they're casting for Spring Awakening, for example, oh my god, she actually sang Mama Who Bore Me from Spring Awakening. Let's do that. So yeah, let's singing reel. I don't know if I should label them legit. I'm gonna actually do this. Legit song pajama game, because that's like, is that pajama? I know it as pajama, right? But I think it's actually pajama game. The pajama game. What is pajama? Is pajama the way you spell it in American? Pajama. But yes, it must be the American way, I guess. Okay, it's pajama to me, but pajama across the pond. Okay, it's uploaded, so I'm saving the pajama game. So dramatic monologue, comic Shakespearean monologue. That's, again, you get the gist as soon as you see that. A dance reel, pajama game, legit song. I wish to move it up, please. Process. But yes, audio-wise, I have heard mixed things, guys. So many mixed things. Obviously, if you have an accent reel, pop it in there. If you can do things like yodel or anything, like, I can rap, so I have a rap reel in there. It is explicit, and I wish to update it because it's not professionally like made, and I have a home studio now, so thinking of making that up again. If you are like a really esteemed voiceover artist, you could put a clip in there, but yeah, a lot of people don't use the audio section, and like casting directors a lot of the time don't use the audio section, so just mix things. I really wish I could edit the thumbnails for these. I might have to go in again and like crop out my fades or whatever at the beginning, so that like, I don't know, because this one has a fade, does it not?
He's
okay. No, just straight. It's straight.
Answer the question.
Which is technically what you want. I have heard like they just want to get on there and they want to see you start speaking.
Pish, Sister Beatrice.
I mean, that's fine. Like a 0.03 of a second. Great. Legit song, pajama game, up, and up again. So I have my monologues up at the top. I have my singing reels coming after that. I'm debating whether to put my singing reels at the top. I think that doesn't make as much sense, so I'm going to just add more media, confirm. By uploading this clip, you confirm you have full and appropriate. Yeah, sure. Who knows? I have no idea. I love this Poor Unfortunate Souls. So, big character song. Comic character song. Poor. I'm naming it that because it's really well known. Pajama Game isn't as well known. Poor Unfortunate Soul, so it doesn't really matter. The song title. I'm gonna see who else is in the comments or whatever. Hi guys. Yeah, 4 people here. My God, thank you for joining, guys. If you have any questions, pop them in, and I can try and answer them. And if you're really interested to see my actual material, which I will not be displaying on a live stream, you can let me know, and I can send you my link, or you can just press the link in my bio on my performer Insta. Crazy. So yes, it's been a long time coming, guys. Long time coming, but I'm really satisfied with what I achieved. I also really recommend the guys that did my singing reels down in London, just near or in, like, they're in Elephant and Castle, technically, I think. And they're called Real Reels, and they're a team of, I believe they're an admin team of one. And what's it called? I'm just gonna close my door because Hayden's here. I believe they're a team of 2, and the main 2 are Dan, who's the filmer and editor, I think, like a videographer and editor, and Estelle, who's the admin lassie. But she's also there on the day to like check up on makeup and what's it called, levels, and costume and all that. And then there was a pianist there whose name was Connor, I believe. And they were just a fabulous team. They were really accommodating, obviously doing like, I went there and I was so ambitious. I wanted to do 5 songs, but keeping in mind that there are 3 takes at least, even sometimes 4 each. Let's say on average it was 3-5 times. If you're doing 5 songs, you're doing 15 takes, and some of them were belty songs, so my voice got really tired. And in fact, the 5th song I told them don't even edit it because I was croaking, and it just was really under like rehearsed as well, because I wanted to just try that song, and it did not work because also I just was tired. My voice was tired as well. So comic character song, Poor Unfortunate Souls, uploaded. And then I will upload Azat. Perfect. So then, yeah, this is something I wanted to mention before I mentioned that. Yes, so they're called Real Reels, so REAL, like real, like for real. Reels, then like the reels I'm uploading just now, Real Reels. And yeah, they just were a really cool team, really, really accommodating, really welcoming, and just really slick, beautifully shot, one angle, just on you, like just efficient and good quality. The sound was really, really well treated as well, post-production, so I have nothing to complain. Yeah, I really enjoyed my experience with them on the day. Like, we had a good laugh. Even when I croaked, they were just like, it happens, it's fine, kind of thing. And like, even I've come to a place where like, if it croaks, it's part of it, But I just really, really great people. I felt really safe and really loved the product that I ended up with. So yeah, really recommend Real Reels. So REAL REELS, Real Reels. And I think you can just message them on Instagram and get in touch from there, kind of like with Stacey. So I have my legit song, it's supposed to be there, my character song, and then I'm going to be uploading Mama Who Wore Me, which I'll probably put at the top of my singing reels, because again, it just affirms this like main casting that I get given, which is like young, not necessarily naive. I actually get like intellectual quite a lot, young, intellectual, kind of coming of age girl who could also be haunted, but like, I mean, I don't know how to show haunted because that's not really what I want to play, but like if a big Hollywood role came of haunted 8-year-old child my way, I'm not going to say no. So if you've got it, flaunt it. If you got it, flaunt it. Stuff Mela Mama. Oh yeah, guys, I watched the producers. Okay, this is Mama Who Wore Me, what's it called, what I'm uploading now. I watched the producers on the West End, and honestly, I love the film, and it's one of my favorite musicals, honestly. Like Billy Elliot and the producers are my faves. And really and truly, sorry if you can hear Hayden in the background, he's just taking a meeting. Yeah, I loved it as much as I loved the movie, because it's the exact same script, but really and truly, it's way more impressive than the film, because they keep the pace, they add loads of like different surprises, props, and like things that aren't in the film. So really, I think the stage production blew me out the water, to be honest. I was pissing myself laughing. The cast was fantastic individually and together. I mean, staging was really fun, and they left no stone unturned, in the sense of like, you can either, for like, now having directed something, Lola, now I'm an expert. Not saying that, but like I've made a realization when directing that you can either really focus and explode one idea and really just like explore that idea, or you go all in and you just do multiple things, leaving no like breath for the audience. You can either go maximal or minimal, and there's really no in between, otherwise it doesn't feel extraordinary for the what's it called, for the audience to keep with, or like to hold them and their attention. And they went for it. Like, there was no joke missed. Like, if they wanted to add in like a little side joke, they added it in, like everything, a little look over there to make, like, I don't know, to insinuate something even tiny minute, they went for it, every single thing. And the cast, I mean, they just operated like clockwork. Like, they were fantastic. Yes. So really fantastic work, and I just love the production. I would really love to play Max Bialystock in a freaking miscast miscast cabaret, but like, yeah, it's never gonna happen, obviously, like on the West End. But so this is going to be my belt song. Mama who bore me. I'm actually gonna put dramatic. Is it dramatic? What do you call it? Dramatic belt song. Fine, that's cool. Awesome. So that's uploading now, and this is the last thing that I wanted to mention that I didn't mention before. So, as you can see, length. This is super duper important when we are coming to showing our reels on, or up, any material. So this is actually quite long. It's 2:22, which it should not be longer than 2 minutes. But I found it hard to cut, blah blah blah. So I just uploaded it so that people get a gist, because it's Shakespearean as well, which they will get a gist within the first 10 seconds anyways. So I also have to up to 20 minutes, so I said, okay, one longer one, fine. Dramatic monologue, 1 minute 08, fabulous. 1 minute 20, fabulous. I have one that's, my dance sheet is 37 seconds, even better. 42 seconds for a rap reel, more than enough. 1 minute 06 for a dramatic belt song, fabulous. Again, length. We don't really want it to be longer than a minute and a half, honestly, because within the first literally 5 seconds, the casting director will know whether yes, you're good for this role, or no, I've seen enough. So that's the thing that I really wanted to stress and mention. Here we go, dramatic belt song. I'm actually going to put that first after my monologue reels. So now, guys, is the time to publish. So that's everything. I'm going to reload so that I can see it without that thing floating. So I think that's actually an interesting screen grab. So I have a dramatic monologue reel, I have a comic Shakespearean monologue, and then I have a dramatic belt song, which is Mama Who Bore Me, which is great that they can see the full name, legit song Pajama Game, a comic character song, Poor Unfortunate Souls. They'll know it's Poor Unfortunate Souls, because it's really well known. Dance reel, The Crap Shooters Game, and then I have an audio reel over there. Fabulous. So I have 3 singing, which are actually character based, and I have 2 monologue, which are also obviously showing different flavors of characters completely. Yes, I have been told that I need to dumb down the accents and dialects. I don't want to, because I'm self-represented. Once I get representation, I will happily dumb these down, but it just means that I have more hit rate when people are searching for or making offers directly to people. It's worked for me. So I keep that. always update your skills, guys. If you have a new skill, anything that you can put on there, because again, they might make direct offers to people who have jiu-jitsu and their other skills, and if you are literally a black belt but haven't got it there, they won't find you. So make sure they find you. These I need to do I need to update? I haven't really been in anything, I guess, stage or stage wise. Have I been? Yes. Basically what I will say with the credits tab here is put what you want to be known for first. So I would love to be a stage actor. I have said this before, but I wouldn't really give two I wouldn't give two if I never filmed a film again. It would be lovely to be in screen. I really enjoy the challenge of screen, but stage is my bread and butter, so I put stage first. I put film second. I love research and development, so that's something that I will do, and then I will add my director credit in my further potential. And then here, yeah, I still think this applies because I look young, and I am 26, so I think over 28 years old isn't really within my remit. I am Maltese and British because I hold those two passports. That's really, really important. And then, yeah, just make sure all of these are here for people to see. But otherwise, guys, that's me updated. My God, my thing, I'll just go through and do my bio in my own time. But yeah, this is a really big step for me. I've been gunning for this for the last 6 months pretty much, and boom, it's here. So thank you guys very much for following my journey, following my page, being here with me live in the morning, which is really special. And if you want to take a peek at mine, my link is in my performer Insta on it's at Julianne Restall, spelled like that. Otherwise, have a blessed day, guys, a blessed weekend, and yeah, if you have any questions or you want me to see yours, and you want to see mine, we can swapsies. But thanks for watching and thanks for being here. Okay, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Mela, this is stopping. This